Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back for another episode of EU5 as Sweden. In previous episode we started building a bit more economy, also got the control up a tiny bit. It's still 23%, so it's not quite where it needs to be. But it's an improvement nonetheless. We also started converting a bit of the areas over here into, well, assimilating into the Finnish culture, so we can then have a sizable Finnish population in here. A bit more historical in that sense, rather than just going, everything is going to be Swedish, for example. No, the Finns are accepted culture anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. We also got a claim on Estonia from Novgorod, but we haven't actually pressed that yet, because it would be kind of dangerous, I would say. Also, we don't really have the capacity to transport those troops yet without declaring the war, so we'll probably wait a little bit for us to get the sail. Actually, what we should realistically speaking do is build another wharf, and probably in Zhatelier as the first one. And then we can get a bit more sailors through that way. Now, we do have a... Actually, where do we get the... Do we have a wharf over... Yeah, we got a wharf over there. Does Viborg have one? Viborg does not have a wharf yet. Now, that could also be another thing that we could maybe improve slightly. Oh, corruption. Oh dear, we lose stability or we lose prestige and ignoring corruption institution. So, no, we're going to take the stability hit. It's not ideal, we're being minus 18 already. Ooh. The nickel harpa. So we've got a new music, so that's a new musical instrument. There we go, so that increases our... That's still kind of a... Aha! Okay, I realize what the bug is. You have one of these hovered over, and it kind of locks it into the... like, sometimes that just gets pulled down a little bit. It locks that button. You can still press the hotkey for it, of course. Yeah, so that's what happens there. Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. We still got the Casus Belli for another, well, 4.5 years-ish. So we'll probably need to start the war soon. But what we'll probably do is we'll build the wharf down here, and then we'll start saving up money for the transport ship, so we can move in the regulars down here already, and then also start moving the other stuff. And then perhaps we'll use our fleets to then blockade a lot of these things. I don't suppose there's a... Let's have a look at the... I'm assuming that there is a military, a fort map mode. They've got some fortifications at Ladoga and Novgorod, but most of this area is not protected at all. Now, where's the capital for their... Oh, okay, so we'd have to siege that one down to take control of Karelia. And I'm gonna guess... no, it's not Never. Oh, all the way there. Okay, that's pretty close to Novgorod. To get control of all of that. Of course, in... right. Siege of Tallinn. They have no forts there, so that shouldn't be too difficult to siege down. It's just food might be a bit of an issue. Not impossible, mind you. Oh, there we go. The colony is complete. And we got the Diplo annexation cost minus 10%. Well, well, well. So now if you have a look at Scania... we're probably still not going to start annexing them quite yet. But how long would that take now? It's okay, we'll change it off for 2 years. Well, a bit more than 2 years, actually. But a net change over there for waiting that tech is about 2 years. Now, we do probably need to start queuing up some more advances. We've got still 4 underway there. I'm going to get the... honestly, the Max Literaries and Nobles probably wouldn't hurt. We'll get that one. And then maybe the religious wars wouldn't hurt either. Because we can then use that to have further wars over here against the Novgorodians. It's not the only way to do it, but it is one of the ways to do it. But right now we should be getting a pretty good amount of money. I mean, even though it's winter, I suppose it's not the dead of the winter yet. So we're not actually buying the most amount of food quite yet, but that is still going to be a lot of money, hopefully. Oh yeah, even in February. Oh, never mind. Oh, there we go. So we've got the core up here. I suppose we kind of knew that would be happening. Oh, it's our naval presence. So it's nearly 50. Well, 49 right now over here, but it's still growing. At least to some degree. We'll actually go ahead and rename the fleet as well. Call this the Royal Fleet. We'll have some others, but basically this one's going to be mostly between Stockholm and Åbo. And then we'll probably have a fleet over here eventually in Gulf of Finland. And then also another one going around like Gotland and whatnot. And then later on we might have another one over here for the Baltic states and all that. Well, it's not going to be Baltic states, it's going to be Baltic provinces, I guess. There we go. We're about 2 months away from being able to build the next wharf over here. And while it won't really give us money directly, I suspect that it will still help quite significantly. Oh, actually, it's a bit more than that. Looks like the price of, oh, it might be the glass price that is a bit higher. Yeah, it's not quite down to the minimum. Also, do have a little bit more trade available. Oh, right, let's just go ahead and increase the trade over here to 1.5. We're getting out-competed there, though. Trust in us professed. Well, I guess probably profess trust in us at the expense of their own diplomatic reputation. Oh, interesting. I mean, Volkas could be... They are quite strong. I wonder if I could ally them. I could. And looks like... Okay, Holstein-Plan did not win the war. Hamburg is still at least an ally. Maybe Bremer actually got... Or had to break their alliance with us. That's a possibility. So next month we should be able to start building the wharf over here. We'd also build one in Viborg, of course, but we don't actually need it too badly yet. I think it's better to build it over here where it will actually have an impact, because over there it's too far away to actually increase the control directly. We do at least have the tempo in there, so that does increase the control slightly, plus the fact that it's a... Actually, let's have a look. What is it impacting over here? There's a core, town, temple, and satisfaction is taking it down a little bit. Okay. But yeah, it's not very high control there for sure. There we go. Now we're going to start building the wharf. So let's get that underway. It's going to give us a bit of sailors, a bit of trade capacity, and harbour capacity. And we can then build ships over there as well if need be. But basically, starting to spread the naval control. Actually, it is a little bit in there. It's not a huge amount. We also need to start getting a bit of a presence over here, but that is slightly easier said than done. But now we're going to save all the money for the ship, because I think we'll actually get the sailors before that is even built. We've been getting them slowly, but that will mean that the transport ship will actually be able to... Or we can still have enough sailors to run everything. Oh dear. We managed to go ahead and do a bit of bribing of the land... Oh, that's 130. Okay, we can't afford that. Because the nobility is starting to be a wee bit upset. And we have been incorporating or assimilating over here quite a bit. I think what we may need to do is we need to go ahead and... Actually, which one of these advisors that we do have, or cabinet members? The assimilation will have to cease for a moment. And we'll go ahead and crack down on the rebels, on the nobility. Hopefully we can at least slow it down, if nothing else. Yeah, it's 1.7 increase now per month. So it's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it used to be. At least there briefly. But how we... Oh, there we go. We can now... Well, once we have the money, I don't think we have it quite yet. No, we need 1 more... 2 more months, maybe. 1 more month. But yeah, we'll get the transport ship over here. And that's going to allow us to then transport the regulars already across to Finland. And then we can take that into... Or then we can start the war against Novgorod, I think. Although, speaking of Novgorod, how is there... Are they still at war? Not right now, no. Oh. Right, so got a tributary, and then got 2 vassals. Skov is one of them. And then there's another one too over here that's a bit further away. And the third one, we don't even know where that is. But I don't know if the tributaries will actually join in on that anyway. They've got a couple cruisers. So that's none of my business. Yeah, I believe we can now build up the... Yes, let's get the cog. And as soon as that is ready, we'll get the fleet bringing the troops over to Viborg, I think. And then from there, we'll just go and siege down Kurkijoki first. And then from there, we can start moving further west. It's going to take it a little while, but we still got decent bit of time for the castle belly, but not insane amounts. I am hoping though that the yeah, the equilibrium for landowners, I mean, it is improving. I suspect that that might be then a bit of a reduction over here. The state does have a lot of power though, so that's part of the reason. Oh, you know what? I can anger the clergy a little bit and gain some money. And then the landowners are quite upset. Or quite as upset. They're still somewhat upset, but not as much. And we got possible diplomatic actions. Let's actually... I don't suppose we can request money from anyone. No. What we could do... We could start currying favors, at least. You know what, actually, before we do that, let's improve opinion of Bohemia. So that will at least help. We're preparing for the war. It's still probably going to take a little while until the ship is built and all that. But hey, there we go. The rebellion is slowly going down. It's still going to take a little bit, but I'm sure that we can manage that. I've got a bit of money. We could actually go and invest into some more stuff that would actually make us money. Oh. Oh, right. Bohemia, we had already been improving relations. Never mind. So, down here, what would be the most profitable? The Carpenter's Guild is not bad. Sure. We've got quite a bit of people in here still. So yeah, we'll get a Carpenter's Guild. That seems like it would be rather profitable. And, we've got a Child of Spocomania. She doesn't have a trait yet, so we'll wait for a month to take over to see what her trait is going to be, to see what sort of training we should give her. Right. Hey, we got another core. Okay, so it's complaining about the... Well, not complaining, but warning about the trade capacity available. But it's probably just the automated trades having some issues there, I reckon. But oh well. So did we... Oh, Rowdy. Okay, well, I guess you're going to get some military training then. It's not that you can serve as a general, to be fair, but nonetheless. Right, so the... That's the bottom. It's still being slowly colonized. That's still going to take a while. We could also do a bit of colonies over here. But I'm going to save out the money right now. Until the war is done. After that, we might do a few things. Oh, right. Yeah, we're improving relations with Panko Baruzzi as well. That could be useful. Especially if we need to take any loans. Hopefully we don't have to. But you never know. Things... Oh, actually, we do have a bit of debt. Oh. How long have we had this? I guess for quite a while. Oh, right. Yeah, well, we do need to pay that off, I guess. To get the crown control back up. How long until the ship is done? Can we actually... Well, we can see it through here. That's September, okay. So I guess it's 1368 when we declare the war, most likely. We're slowly losing manpower, though, which is not ideal, but it's just... It is what it is. Let's actually go ahead and make sure that we've got the formation balance over here right now. Because having flanks can be very useful in a small battle. I'm going to start currying some favors with Bohemia then. If we could ask some money from them, that would be quite useful. It might take a while before we can do much. We've got a bit of money, but I suppose not really that much. We're going to save up the cash right now, because once we start fighting the war, it's going to get expensive. But I'm hoping that we can do the war relatively quickly. So, the town over here does have a level 2 fortification, so they've got a castle in there. In Ladoga. But Novgorod, of course, is the capital of that province there, which makes sense. Oh, we do actually have a little bit of trade capacity available. You know what, let's try to buy something else. I think the gold's probably going to have a huge amount of demand right now, so going for that little bit of gold is probably not going to happen. We could try to get some of the... jewelry, maybe. From Prague. So let's do that then, shall we? Oh, priesthood satisfaction increases. Good. So did that... Oh. Oh, right. We just added into that existing trade there. Okay. Let's have a look at the food imports. Let's start importing some legumes from Lübeck, I think. That seems to be still decent profitability, and there's also a bit more food available. And food variety as well. I don't know if that has a huge impact, to be fair, but it probably doesn't hurt either. We have 25 ducats already, and the ship should be almost ready. I guess what we can do is just move this into Stockholm already. So as soon as that is ready, we can load up the troops. There we go. So load those up. We can transport these all the way to Viborg. And once the troops are there, and we'll probably still wait until... actually, yeah, we should probably wait until the winter is over. So the... things aren't going to be quite as bad for us, hopefully. Let's get the fleet back in... Oh, no. Oh, no, we can actually move. I do know that at least up here, that freezes over regularly. We can get little maritime presses there in the meanwhile. And there we go. The insurgents are slowly losing power. Ooh, proximity cost minus 2.5%. That is very handy. Now let's have a look at the advances. So we've got the max literary clergy that is underway. Or stability investment plus 02. And then expected core cost, that is kind of handy. Religious war capability. I guess we could go for the medieval military. That will probably open up, yeah, the peasant levies, among other things. There's also the noble estate satisfaction equilibrium. That could be useful. Because nobility is fairly strong still, so we kind of need to keep them somewhat happy. And slowly start whittling down their power. It's just going to take a while. Hey, there we go. There's the Carpenter's Guild. How's the base tax? Okay, there's 6.8 ducats in Stockholm right now. That might actually change a little bit next month, but it's not bad, all things considered. Regional auto standard. Oh. Okay, you know what? You can get a little bit more local autonomy for 20 years in Santa Crunta. But the nobility is at least no more upset. So, oh, yeah, there we go. That rebellion's gone. So you don't need to crack down on the rebel anymore. I can start doing the assimilation again into Finnish Newland. Still got the increased control there, of course. But right, we're just waiting for the springtime to arrive, and then we're going to do our first proper war. Also, I suppose another thing that I should have a look at is the union policies. When can we get the centralization law? So we don't have the prestige to begin with to go for the. So that's the inheritance, unified succession law. Unified Treasury, so they're paying us some money. We don't have the Diplomatic Liberties thing available yet. I think we may need to get some, well, figure out something. Once we get some prestige, we might be able to do that. Right, so we've got about 2 years before the Casus Belli expires. We just need to declare the war, though, and then it'll be fine. Well, the wharf is nearly done. Good. So we can get the sailors, because right now, we're having a small issue there. We'll wait until the winter is mostly over. It's currently still a normal winter. I'm assuming once it's like maybe May, we might be able to start the war. Until then, there's no point for us to start heading out yet. Well, one of the things that we could do... Oh, right, there's a colonization that we could do in here. And that's not necessarily terrible. We might also just go ahead and just build the wharf over here. I know that I did say that I should save up the money, but honestly, getting a wharf over here is going to give us a bit more sailors as well. And also, it might actually get us a little bit proximity for Viborg. Right now, I believe it's still too far away. Even these are too far away to actually count. Helsinki is not too far, or Helsinki, as that would be modern day called. So it's only just below the limit there. So I suppose, yeah, if we just get a bit more maritime presence in the areas, that would already help drastically. Okay, April, is that going to be this mild winter now? We'll wait for a little bit longer until that is gone. Oh, never mind, that is gone. There's still some winter. Oh, that's severe winter over there. Oh, so we can't actually move there. We're going to wait until that has gone. Okay, now it's normal winter, so we could move in there. It would still be a lot of attrition, though, so we can still wait until that is at least mild winter. We've got a bit more trade capacity available. I guess we'll just put more into Lagunas. Because why the heck not? That's going to be still some money from it. It's not necessarily going to be hugely profitable, but it's something that at least will help the population overall. Transpraise our conviction. You know what? I'm sure. That's legitimacy which we don't necessarily need, but that's alright. So we don't need more than what we already had. So is this one now... No, it's still normal winter. Now it's mild winter. Okay, let's go. I think... Okay, Wolgast would not be willing to join. Norway will be called in regardless. And Scania will be called in regardless. Hamburg, I could try to call in. I don't know how much of an army they have, though. 500. Okay, not really much. They do have a ship, though. But, yeah. Oh, Novgorod. Oh, they must have had some mercenaries or something in the previous war. Yeah, is that the treasury or is that the base? That's the tax base. What's our tax base? 40, okay, so they've got a little bit more than we do. But honestly, I think we'd be fine with this. So we'll go with the parliamentary claims on province. Take Estonia. Slow down to speed 3, and let's go. War. Good call in Hamburg. You know what? Sure. It doesn't hurt. Now, let's go ahead and start with the levies. So first of all, naval levies. I guess we only got... Oh, we've got 3 places so we can get naval levies in. It's not going to be a whole lot, but still better than nothing. And then armies. Uppland. Södermanland. Basically, probably just raise all levies, quite frankly. And then let's go ahead and send this one off to there to siege down the first province. It might run into some food problems, but it should be fairly short siege. Then we can get back into our little territory while we wait for reinforcements. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send our fleet down here. Provide a little bit of potential support for some sieges that we might need to do. Now, we cannot see if there's any troops in there, but I doubt there are yet. And we're getting another core, so we've got the entire coastline now. Good. But yeah, so this is, 17 days. Okay, so this is fairly short siege then, eh? 18 days, yeah, it's not too much. Have we gotten, yes, we have started getting some of the troops now. So how much can this actually transport? 1400, ooh, it's a bit more than what we can do over here. We could split this up, to be fair. If we take the 800 out of there, we can transport the rest of this. Then we can bring in some of the troops in Finland as well. Into Viborg. And then we've got some more troops over here that we'll need to probably gather up a little bit. We do have one more. Actually, we've got two more ships. Oh. Okay, combined capacity is something. Not insane amounts, mind you, but something. Get some more troops there. I think that's most of it. There's the first bit of troops coming in. Going all over to Viborg, so we can then start pushing into Neva, which should be fairly... Province that we'd have to siege down is over there. That doesn't seem like it's going to be very useful, because that's then going to automatically de-siege. So we might just siege through here. We might need to actually leave a bit of troops over here to make sure that that stays open. Or just use the fleet to provide some food. So gather and distribute food. And lack of food is already impacting us here, but that will be done soon enough. There we go. So now that that's done, let's get back into friendly territory. We've got the 1100 men over here, so we can get to Neva. Let's have a look at the manpower right now. So we've got 3,000, we've got 4,700. Scania hasn't done anything or raised troops yet. Norway did not join in. Ah, right, so I probably did not take a box. Or maybe the, like, offensive warsaws does not count it in there. Right, let's get the ships back into here. And bring in 1,800 at a time, I guess. If we combine those two fleets. And we've also got this one, which is another 300. But I'll keep this one in here to provide a little bit help for the envoys and all that. I don't know if we're actually going to get sieges done over here. Possibly. Possibly not. Navy's attrition. Ah, right, now that's not going to be too bad. It will be fine. Let's go and take the fleets over here. Combine those. So that's 1,800. I don't think we can quite... Well, I suppose we could take this one. Actually, can we reorganize these? I can merge. Ah, there we go. We can reorganize. No, there's not a whole lot to reorganize, to be fair. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go and... I mean, how much is that? Oh, it's not that much. Okay, never mind. There's 500. Oh, we got easily that much. So I probably could have transport a lot more with the previous... Okay, let's go back here. Pick up the other army. We've got... Yeah, everything over there is fine. Oh, Scania has raised their troops. Go ahead and just combine these. That's another 350. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem that I didn't spot. Is this one? Yeah, that's still 300. So that one, we did still need that. It's just the levies might be a little bit lighter, I guess you would say. Let's go over here to Toxovo to siege down a bit more. We haven't gotten to Alain yet. Did they have... No, they don't have any fortifications there. So now that we've got all of these, let's go ahead and combine. And then load up. And we'll go ahead and probably land directly into Valkeasaari. Because that's going to allow us to have troops nearby one another. And then we can start making our way towards probably Jama. And then off to Tallinn. We've got a fort over here in Viborg, so they can't really go... Well, I suppose they can go around, but like they won't be able to get supplies if they start sieging down further inland. Oops. There's a few enemies. It's 400 right there. How's the manpower looking like right now? Oh, they got 4,000. Have they taken... Oh, no, it's Bryansk. Novosil. Novgorod only got 2,000 still, so it's not that bad. But this is Pskov's army. We just got the bigger army over here. Let's actually go and balance the unit. And balance this unit as well. And then we've got the... Oh, right, yeah, we've got the small army in here. I guess that could actually join up with the Toxovo. Or the retinues. Or the regular troops. I'm going to go ahead and move these around a little bit. The smaller army do the sieging first. Of course, we've got this fleet as well, which could help provide a little bit of intelligence. Where are those moving? They might be going after this army. Got reinforcements heading in there, though. If need be... Oh, yeah, they are actually moving in there. Gotta wait until they're locked in, if that is a thing. I'm assuming that is a thing. Yeah, that is a thing. Alright. Let's go. Get reinforcements. I think the regular troops can probably hold them back for a little while. They've got a bit of cavalry there. But even then, the cavalry is not really holding them back too much. We're taking a bit of casualties because the reinforcements are now arriving. And our cavalry is pounding into their flanks there. There we go. So we lost 27 men. They lost over 300. It's not bad. Oh, we've got Ruthless there. Right, let's get the bigger army over here and move that back to Neva. And then we're going to go ahead and take these two. Hold on a minute. Is there a... Aha. Yeah, we can deselect that one. We'll just merge that. That's the second army. And get over here. No fortifications, but that's going to allow us to at least keep some of these areas. I don't know if that's actually going to still flip because we don't have the... Yeah, no, that's still going to flip. Okay. So we need to start making our way down towards the enemy capital as well, I reckon. Let's get to Jama, so we can at least get this entire state. Oh. Oh, that's their fleet getting pushed out. Aha. There we go. No massive casualties on either side, to be fair. So in that case, we might want to... I'm going to keep this one as a bit of a reserve unit over here. If that one's going to go down to the state capital, or the province capital. Oh, they're building a road over here. Huh. Well, good on them. Wait, where's that road going to? Lubani. And... Visinia. Oh, right, so up here towards Neva. Alright, let up here. That's very handy. So that's now paused. It's being sieged down. We'll get... Kudovno, it doesn't have a fort there, so we can get that one. We can then keep these areas open at least. And then we'll send one of the armies down to Tallinn to clear out that one. Oh. Wait, no, right, that was the troops moving. I was like, hold on a minute, why are we losing this? And there's a bit of lack of food for that army at least. This one's still fine. But that army is having some issues, but I suspect that will be fine in the end. As soon as we get the province itself, we'll be good. So there we go, that's a little bit of a boost there. We've got a little bit unused trade capacity again. It's actually not unused though. There might be some issues with the trade, but yeah, it's still technically speaking fine. Right, so we've got on this one. So that should start flipping to us. I'm going to start heading towards Tallinn. I'm going to go ahead and send in the royal fleet over here to help with the supplies for all of the Tallinn siege. And how's the war? So right now we are actually leading. We haven't taken much casualties. Our stability is pretty low, but that's to be fair. Well, that's to be expected, rather. So Skol lost most of their troops. There's still Bryansk, Novosil, Vyazkan nobles, and of course Novgorod themselves that do have some armies. We're going to get this one at least, so we can get control of all of these. Yeah, there we go. So that's 6%. We do not have the war goal yet, but I suppose right now a lot of the war score is coming from battles, or will be coming from battles, and I guess blockades to some degree. I'm hoping that there's not a siege army over there, though. I mean, it's unlikely. Where's the actual enemies, though? I think most of them are so far to the east that I don't think they're going to be getting to the front line anytime soon. Now, I guess what we could do... I'm going to start sieging down Novgorod. I can't see in there, I don't think, but we'll get there nonetheless. Yeah, the siege has begun. We're getting control of all of these. We are still gaining control of this as well. Just very slowly. Oh dear. The leader of the First Navy has died. There we go, and that is... Wait, what? Excuse me? Oh. The heck? We just lost the entire navy there. Alright, then let's go and deal with that fleet. I guess it turned into Buccaneer and just took the fleet and ran. Right, let's get back over there. There's a bit of troops down that way. The siege of Novgorod has begun. It's not going to go very quickly, unfortunately. And food is... So I suppose we're getting some food from the supply lands over here, so it's not the end of the world. And Tallinn is about to be... Well, it's going to take a few more days to be sieged down, but I do see that we are, unfortunately, out of time with this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.